Moroccan Arabic in Morocco is a cover term for varieties of Arabic spoken in Morocco. It belongs to the Maghrebi Arabic dialect continuum and is mutually intelligible, to some extent, with Algerian Arabic and Tunisian Arabic dialects. It shows a strong historical and linguistic Berber influence on it. Moroccan Arabic is considered a spoken variety of Arabic, not a separate language. Despite some efforts of some Moroccan enthusiasts to establish it as a language independent from Arabic, modern Standard Arabic, not spoken in daily life, is used for official communications by the government and other public bodies. However, Moroccan Arabic has a strong presence in Moroccan television entertainment, cinema and commercial advertising. Dialects. Moroccan Arabic is a cover term for several distinct dialects of Arabic, several belonging to two genetically different groups, Pre-Hilalian and Hilalian dialects. Pre-Hilalian dialects are a result of early Arabization phases of the Maghreb from the 7th to the 12th centuries, concerning the main urban settlements, the harbours, the religious centres as well as the main trade routes. The dialects are generally classified in three types: urban, village, and mountain, sedentary and Jewish dialects. In Morocco, several pre-Hilalian dialects are spoken. Urban dialects of Fez, Rabat, Saleh, Tazza, Tetuan, Ouezana, Cheichaouen, Tangiers, Asala, Leracha, Ksar el-Kabir, Mekna and Marrakesh. Mountain dialects of the southern and western Rif can be classified in two subdialects: northern dialects and southern dialects. Sedentary dialects of Zahoun and Sefru, and the neighboring tribes. Remnants of pre-Hilalian dialects that were more widely spoken before the 12th century. Judeo-Moroccan, nearly extinct but with an extensive remnant literature. Hilalian dialects, Hilalian, or Bedouin dialects, were introduced to Morocco following the Hilalian invasion and the settlement of several Hilalian and Makhilian tribes in western Morocco by the Almohads and Almoravids. The Hilalian dialects spoken in Morocco belong to the Makhil subgroup, a family that includes three main dialectal areas: Western Morocco, Eastern Morocco and Western Algeria, and the southernmost Hispania area. Among the dialects, Hispania is often considered as distinct from Moroccan Arabic. Modern urban coenes are also based on the Hilalian dialects and have mainly Hilalian features. Vocabulary. Substrates. Moroccan Arabic is characterized by a strong Berber stratum. Following the Arab conquest, Berber languages remained widely spoken. During their Arabization, Berbers became bilingual for generations before abandoning their language for Arabic. However, they kept a substantial Berber stratum that increases from the east to the west of the Maghreb, making Moroccan dialects of Arabic the ones most influenced by Berber. More recently, the influx of Andalusi Muslims and Spanish-speaking Moriscos influenced urban dialects with Spanish substrate. Vocabulary and loanwords. Most vocabulary of Moroccan Arabic is borrowed from literary Arabic, supplemented by Berber, French and Spanish loanwords, depending on cultural background and degree of literacy. Those who do speak modern Standard Arabic may prefer to use Arabic words instead of their counterparts borrowed from French or Spanish, while those with Western education often speak modern Standard Arabic with more French and Spanish loan words and adopt code switching between French or Spanish and Moroccan Arabic. As elsewhere in the world, how someone speaks and the words or language used are often indicators of social class. There are noticeable lexical differences between Moroccan Arabic and most other dialects. Some words are essentially unique to Moroccan Arabic. Dabba, now. Many others, however, are characteristic of Maghrebi Arabic as a whole, including both innovations and unusual retentions of classical vocabulary that disappeared elsewhere. Dutch as hbet, go down, from classical habit. Others are shared with Algerian Arabic such as hdr, talk, from classical hadar, babble, and tema, there, from classical thama. There are a number of Moroccan Arabic dictionaries in existence. A Dictionary of Moroccan Arabic, Moroccan English, ed. Richard S. Herrell and Harvey Sobelman, Washington, D.C., Georgetown University Press, 1963. Jam al-Fusha fil Amir al-Mughrabiya, Muhammad Hulwa, Rabat, al-Madaris, 1988. The dictionary contains 60,000 entries and was published in 1993, after Collins' death. Examples of words borrowed from Berber: mush or mesh, cat, keys, carrots, matisha, tomato, shawl, how much, takshita, typical Moroccan dress, lala, lady, madam, henna, grandmother, disha or tisha, zone, region, negafa, wedding facilitator, sifat or safat, send, sebnia, veil, jada, carrots, sard, synonym of send, shlam, moustache, or eyes, heel, butt, navel, in the west, tamara, hardship, worries, tamsument, effort. Examples of words borrowed from French: fourchette, fourchette, automobile or tonobile, automobile, telfaza, television, radio, radio, batma, apartment, rambawang, rondpoint, tobis, autobus, camera, camera, portable, portable, telephone, téléphone, brica, briquet, Parisiana, a French baguette, more common as comra, stick, disc, song, tran, train, saboteur, hospital, circuiter, servalete, tabla, table. Examples of words borrowed from Spanish: some loans might have come through Andalusi Arabic brought by Moriscos when they were expelled from Spain following the Christian reconquest, or, alternatively, they date from the time of the Spanish protectorate in Morocco. Rueda, rueda, cuzina, cocina, squilla, escuela, semana, semana, manta, manta, real, real, funda, fondo, carroza, carroza, curda, cuerdo, karma, karma, plaza, plaza, elbanio, elbano, coma, eat, disco, song, el mario, el armario, playa, playa, Maria, Maria. Examples of words borrowed from Portuguese and German. They are used in several coastal cities across the Moroccan coast like Walidia, El Jadida, and Tangier. Examples of regional differences now. Dibar, in the majority of regions, but druk, or drucker, is also used in some regions in the center and south, and drek, or dirk, in the east. When fukas, in most regions, fey waxed, in the northwest, bit imta, in the Atlantic region, and wectus, in Rabat region. What, asnu, snu, or as, in most regions, but seni, senu, in the north, snu, s, in Fez, and waster, wamu, was, in the Far East. Some useful sentences. Note: all sentences are written according to the transcription used in Richard Herrell, a short reference grammar of Moroccan Arabic. AIU equals full vowels equals normally AIU, but EO in the vicinity of an emphatic consonant or Q. E equals Q equals Q, XG equals X, Y equals J, T equals TS, SZ equals H equals H. DLRSTZ equals emphatic consonants equals DLRSTZ. Phonology. Vowels. One of the most notable features of Moroccan Arabic is the collapse of short vowels. Initially, short a and I were merged into a phoneme, e. This phoneme was then deleted entirely in most positions. For the most part, it is maintained only in the position CEC# or CECC#, i.e., when appearing as the last vowel of a word. When e is not deleted, it is pronounced as a very short vowel, tending towards, in the vicinity of emphatic consonants. in the vicinity of pharyngeal, and h, and elsewhere. Original short u usually merges with e, except in the vicinity of the labial or velar consonant. In positions where e was deleted, u was also deleted, and is maintained only as labialization of the adjacent labial or velar consonant. Where e is maintained, u surfaces as. This deletion of short vowels can result in long strings of consonants. These clusters are never simplified. Instead, consonants occurring between other consonants tend to syllabify, according to a sonorants hierarchy. Similarly, and unlike most other Arabic dialects, doubled consonants are never simplified to a single consonant, even when at the end of a word or preceding another consonant. Some dialects are more conservative in the treatment of short vowels. For example, some dialects allow u in more positions. Dialects of the Sahara, and Eastern dialects near the border of Algeria, preserve a distinction between a and I, and allow a to appear at the beginning of a word, e.g., aqs are shorter, but la go up, as have friends. Long a, I, and u are maintained as semi-long vowels, which are substituted for both short and long vowels in most borrowings from modern Standard Arabic. Long a, I, and u also have many more allophones than in most other dialects. In particular, a, I, u appears e, o in the vicinity of emphatic consonants, but a, I, u elsewhere. In some dialects, such as that of Marrakesh, front-rounded and other allophones also exist. Allophones in vowels usually do not exist in loanwords. Emphatic spreading occurs much less than in many other dialects. Emphasis spreads fairly rigorously towards the beginning of a word and into prefixes, but much less so towards the end of a word. Emphasis spreads consistently from a consonant to a directly following vowel, and less strongly when separated by an intervening consonant, but generally does not spread rightwards past a full vowel. For example, bidet, bed ts, eggs, taet, taets, sparks, dr, Dr. aets, stairs, drbu, Dr. Batsu, she hit him, tialab, tlib, student. Contrast, for example, Egyptian Arabic, where emphasis tends to spread forward and backward to both ends of a word, even through several syllables. Emphasis is audible mostly through its effects on neighboring vowels or syllabic consonants, and through the differing pronunciation of t, ts, and t. Actual pharyngealization of emphatic consonants is weak and may be absent entirely. In contrast with some dialects, vowels adjacent to emphatic consonants are pure. There is no diphthong-like transition between emphatic consonants and adjacent front vowels. Consonants in normal circumstances, non-emphatic t is pronounced with noticeable affrication, almost like ts, and hence is easily distinguishable from emphatic t. However, in some recent loanwords from European languages, a non-affricated, non-emphatic t appears, distinguished from emphatic t, primarily by its lack of effect on adjacent vowels. M, B, F are very distinct consonants that only occur geminated, and almost always come at the beginning of a word. They function completely differently from other emphatic consonants. They are pronounced with heavy pharyngealization, affect adjacent short, unstable vowels but not full vowels, and are pronounced with a noticeable diphthongal off-glide between one of these consonants and a following front vowel. Most of their occurrences can be analyzed as underlying sequences of MW, FW, BW. However, a few lexical items appear to have independent occurrences of these phonemes, e.g., per meter m, mother, and occur mostly in recent borrowings from European languages, and may be assimilated to b or f in some speakers. Unlike in most other Arabic dialects, non-emphatic r and emphatic r are two entirely separate phonemes. almost never contrasting in related forms of a word, is rare in native words. In nearly all cases of native words with vowels indicating the presence of a nearby emphatic consonant, there is a nearby triggering t, d, per second, z, or r. Many recent European borrowings appear to require or some other unusual emphatic consonant in order to account for the proper vowel allophones, but an alternative analysis is possible for these words where the vowel allophones are considered to be phonemes on their own. Original q splits lexically into q and, in most dialects, but q is preserved all the time in all of the big cities such as Casablanca, Fez, Tangier, etc., and all of the mountainous regions. For all words, both alternatives exist. Original d normally appears as but as, if a sibilant, lateral or rhotic consonant appears later in the same stem. Les, he sat, zzar, butcher, does, go past, like in Western Algerian dialects. Original per second is converted to if occurs elsewhere in the same stem, and z is similarly converted to as a result of a following sun versus MSA AMs U2 versus MSA Zord pair glass versus MSA Zudad, etc. This does not apply to recent borrowings from MSA, nor as a result of the negative suffix, or I. Trill R is a result of gemination of a flap R. Writing Moroccan Arabic is rarely written, and there is no universally standard written system. There is also a loosely standardized Latin system used for writing Moroccan Arabic in electronic media, such as texting and chat, often based on sound letter correspondences from French, English or Spanish, and using numbers to represent sounds not found in French or English. However, most systems used for writing Moroccan Arabic in linguistic works largely agree among each other. A Moroccan alphabet, Abbasidiyya Maghribiyya, is being developed. KH equals ha, X, GH equals gain, SH equals sin, A equals ein, H equals ha, H, Q equals QAF, Q, long vowels, A, I, U, are written A, I, U. E represents E, and O represents U. A is used for A in speakers who still have this phoneme in the vicinity of pharyngeal, and H, A, I, and O are also used for ultra-short vowels used by educated speakers for the short vowels of some recent borrowings from MSA. In practice, E is usually deleted when it is not the last vowel of a word. Some authors omit in transcription KTKTBU, you are writing, instead of KTKETBU. Others maintain the E, but it never occurs in an open syllable. Instead, the E is transposed with the preceding consonant, which ends up following E, known as inversion. Y represents J, H and backquote represent pharyngeal, H, and G and X represent velar, and X. T, D, S, Z, R, L represent emphatic, T, D, S, Z, R, L, S, Z represent hushing.